How do you do a listing appointment virtually? Today I'm going to show you how to do a listing appointment virtually by using Zoom. So we're going to walk you through step by step how to do that. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the new videos. And if you want to see another topic, comment down below and I'd be happy to make more videos. So with that, let's get started. So I have the Zoom downloaded on my computer. I'm going to open it up and it's going to show me all my meetings on the side here. I would have set up this meeting prior. If you need help on how to set up a meeting, please watch our other video in terms of how to set up meetings on Zoom. Now this meeting is showing me that this is upcoming and I want to click start right when I'm ready to have this meeting with Kate. So it doesn't have to be the exact time. You can hit start whenever you want to hit start. You can edit the details if you want. And again, those details are found in the other video. So I'm going to hit start. And this, depending on how you've set up your settings, your audio and video may automatically get integrated, or you have to click start video and then all of a sudden you've started the video. When you're in here, you're basically waiting for your client to show up. I want to make sure that my listing presentation is already on my computer and anything that I possibly need is already on my computer, so I am not fumbling around and looking funny trying to figure stuff out. So I'm just sitting in here. I'm also looking at what is behind me. Does it look nice, or do I need to clean things up? Do I need a virtual background? You can click this button beside the stop video, choose virtual background, and choose any background you want. You want to make sure that you have a professional video or background, because something like this is kind of a strange vibe. But hey, if that's what you're going for, then all the more power to you. You can click the add image button and you can add in anything. These images come from Canva, and so they're really fun and easy to use, or you can have none. Now, don't worry while you're getting all that set up. If your client does enter into there and you have a waiting room set up, then you'll be fine, because when you click participants, here's where you'll see people, and this is where your client would enter. So you need to make sure that the waiting room is set up so that this does happen. If the waiting room is not set up, they just automatically join you and see everything that you see on the screen right away. So this way, right now, they can't see me do this, they can't see me running around getting things ready. Once you're ready to go, you've got everything ready and going, you hit admit, and then your client is now entered into the meeting. So this is how you see that they're in the meeting. Their audio isn't connected, now it's connected. You can see that the audio is connected by seeing that the microphone is not red. Now, if it's not connected, you can actually mute them as well. If it's not connected at all, when the little message showed up, it won't even have a microphone. It will just be blank. Now, you can change your gallery settings by clicking up here, and you can have a gallery view, and then that way you can see who's speaking and you can talk to each other and see each other at the same time. Now keep in mind, this is your view that you're seeing, not necessarily what your client has chosen. Now, because we are going to be sharing our screen, they will see what you see. So I like to have this mode when I'm going to do a listing presentation. Once I'm ready to do listing presentation, after we've had a little chat and talked and caught up, you can hit the record button if you want, but it's only going to record when you start recording. So if I hit record right now on this computer and I say I'm recording right now, I'm only recording what is being recorded when it says recording up on the top here. If you decide to pause the recording or stop the recording stops. You click stop. Nothing at this stage is now going to be recorded. It is only whatever you've recorded. You can record again multiple times. So it all depends if maybe you want to record this to be able to send to your client. They want to see the listing presentation again, or they want to send it to whoever else is involved in the sale of the property. So what you want to do now is click share screen, and you want to share your screen. So this is why it's important to have your desktop clean. And now they can see everything you're seeing. You can move this around by clicking on the black part and dragging, and you can click it here. You can click it down here. You can pretty much put it wherever you want on your screen. I recommend putting it close to the top of the screen. And sometimes you don't want it to see this, but if you put it on the top of the screen and drag it up, it automatically will change to the side-by-side view. And then I haven't let go of my mouse yet, and I'm just dragging it down here. So I have it here because I want to see the fact that it is close to the camera view. So I'm actually looking at my client, by basically look at the camera, and it is more engaging that way because your client is still seeing you and the presentation. So this is why it's important. This is why it's important to have your presentation on the desktop. So once you click your presentation, it's all already ready to go. So you can use your PowerPoint, you can use a PDF, whatever it is that you normally present. You can pull it up on here, and now you're able to see your clients' reactions when their video is prompted, and you can talk through the entire listing presentation as you go through all the different slides that you've prepared. Now, obviously it will look different depending on what you've decided to do. If you did do a full screen view, it is completely much more professional to do that, and then you can click through on your mouse and they still see everything. If you find that this is in the way, you can just always, again, you can move it at any time to make sure that it's working. Because if you're not seeing this, then they're not seeing it either, because they're literally seeing your screen when you're sharing. Once you're done the presentation and you want to make the screen smaller, just hold your mouse up top and minimize your screen so that you're able to change that. So if you want to go into Paragon, you can open up your Google Chrome browser, or you can open up your Safari browser and then log into Paragon and walk them through their market analysis and go through everything that you normally would so they can see everything. Because sometimes it is a bit slower because you are screen sharing, so you just have to be patient with it, and you can access anything that you normally would access on the internet. So don't forget, they are watching everything. This button up here says stop sharing. So once you're ready to stop sharing, you click stop share, and then it goes back into this view. And this is the part where if your client were wanting to chat with you, now if you wanted to chat with you outside of verbally chatting with you, he could sit and put chat in the chat box right here. So in order to see that, you have to click that. If you wanted to see a message, you could send a message this way. Now, if you were in the presentation sharing your screen, this chat won't work. It has to be when the screen's not being shared. And you can see that he's messaged me, and let's say he is got something on his mind that he wants to share here versus audio. That's one reason you would do it. Here's also where you can send a file. So if I wanted to send him a file, I click this button, click your computer, and I can choose what file I want to send him. And I could send the PDF. Maybe I customized a PDF specifically for him with all the client information to do with their property and their comparables. You can see that now they have this. They're going to see the same screen. They can click to open, and it will download onto their device, onto their computer. And it's a pretty slick operation that way. I think that's a really cool thing to have. Once you're done the presentation, all you have to do is hit end meeting. So you got to make sure you're all ready to go. All the questions are done and being answered. So you just hit end meeting, and then you would hit end meeting for all. That way it would actually end the entire meeting. If you just hit leave meeting, you would basically end up leaving your client in the call just by themselves, and maybe they don't know what to do. So I would just hit end meeting. One quick thing to note, if your client didn't realize that they needed to invite their parent that was part of the selling process, and they needed to be in on this conversation as well, and we didn't initially invite them, there is an invite button here that you can send and click through email, and then what'll happen is it'll bring up your email to then send them an invitation with the invite for the Zoom call. So this is please join the Zoom meeting in progress. You just type in the email that you want it to go to, and they'll get this email and have to just click that link, and then they'll be able to join into the call, and then you'll have all the people in here and they'll be able to see the conversation. So hopefully this helped you learn how to do a virtual listing presentation and modify what you used to do in person and be able to do this virtually, whether you're helping someone from out of town or whether you're helping somebody in a situation where we can't go and meet the person in real life. So if you're looking for the Zoom meeting after it's been recorded, it shows up in your downloads, and you'll actually see the Zoom call. You double click on it and you can click play.
On this computer,
and I say I'm recording right now, I'm only recording what is being recorded when it says recording up on the top here. If you decide to pause the recording or stop the recording stops. You click. So once you hit click, so you can see it's only 14 seconds and we had a much longer call afterwards. So I just wanted to show you, rest assured, when you hit stop recording, it does actually stop recording, and you can use this as a function if you'd like to email this to your client afterwards because maybe they forgot something that you had covered. So if you have any questions, let us know. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we update all the time, and we'll talk to you next time.